it going, guys? Zoro here once again for another live reaction, but a special one, a double live reaction to One Piece chapter 1187, 1188. We are live on both YouTube and on Twitch, or at least I think I am. I have my new streaming set up because I have my new PC. The reason why I couldn't stream it last week is my PC just completely decided one day to stop working. Just blue screen continually, was very inconsistent. And I wasn't going to just string it along until it decided to work or send it to Geek Squad to be repaired and wait 4 to 6 weeks and then miss all the One Piece greatness and miss all the other things I could be doing on my PC. Wasn't just One Piece related, to be fair, but still, like, I was like, hey man, I got shit to do. I can't wait for them to just, like, me to send it to them and be like, oh, you need to replace this after 4 weeks of repair. So I bit the bullet, bought a new PC, and it's here. It's beautiful, it's wonderful, it's majestic, and we should be good. Let me just make sure we're live on Twitch. Okay. All right. Cool, man. Make the audio louder. Hold on. Really? I'm low? How about now? Do I sound a little better now? Are we good? Is the volume good now? Or do I need to put it up even more? Like I said, I had to set up my streaming setup completely again. So I had to literally start from scratch to get my streaming setup back to where I wanted it. It's not perfect, but it's good. So yeah, let me know what's going on, chat. Good to see you guys start coming in. Appreciate you guys. Be sure to like the video if you haven't done so already. Much better than before. Thank you so much. Yes, so yes, my family is from Argentina. I'm on my father's side, so I'm rooting for Argentina. My dad is literally an Argentine immigrant. So yes, he was going crazy last night. I'm sure. He was going absolutely ballistic last night. Incredible game. Incredible game. Once again, we're still alive. It's just weird with Argentina. It just feels like they just find a way, man. And I know this is a little philosophical, but I've always said this, and this is true for any sport, man. And think about this when you're watching like a really highly competitive, important game that's worth something. Well, any game really, but when it comes to pretty much this applies to any sport, right? Good teams always find, even when they're not at their best, good teams always find a way to win. And bad teams always find a way to lose. You might be saying, oh, of course, dumbass, that goes without saying. No, that's not, listen to what I'm saying. Like, good teams, when they don't have their best, even if they're down 0-1 in soccer, let's say, they'll find a way to get that goal and tie it up. Or they'll find a way to get 2 goals in 10 minutes and win that game. Bad teams, they don't know what to do with leads. They play safe. They play passive. And this is true in basketball, football, soccer, hockey, whatever the case. Well, not hockey. Hockey's pretty high intensive. But you know what I'm saying? Like, the best teams are ones that execute when they're supposed to and get the job done. And bad teams are the ones that cannot hold leads, that shit themselves in the most tense moments. That's what happens, man. And Argentina's been doing that, bro. They just been making those plays. I was watching that Egypt game at work with customers, and we were all going crazy. It's great. But what's going on, guys? Yes, I'm my computer is in. I got the new one. It looks incredible. Everything about it is smooth and it's much better. It's an upgrade. Let's just put it that way. It's an upgrade. So I'm very happy. I do not watch Invincible. I'm sorry, though I've seen a bunch of it through the internet. Why do I know who Battle Beast is when I haven't seen a single episode of Invincible? You know, why do I know these random people? Why do I know the main Viltrumite guy's name is Noland? I just through the grapevine you see shit because people post left and right. So I've pretty much seen it, man. I don't know. Zero fan, but happy killing country of cheese, aka Swiss. They played a great game, man. I can't. You know, that's why. Look, yesterday is reason number one why in any sport, guys. In any sport, you don't flop, bro. You don't do it. You don't do it. Karma, motherfucker. Get wrecked. You don't flop. You don't get that red. You still be on the pitch playing. But you had to be a bitch. You had to flop, and that's what you get. And that's what you get. Talking about Hunter. Hunter, I already said this pudding. Maybe even last time I streamed. I am so uninvested in the current arc of Hunter x Hunter. I'm going to be honest. I don't even know most of the princes' names off the top of my head, if any. I have not. I said this last time, but I'll say it again. It's not that I'm completely uninvested in the arc. It's like, I just want Dark Continent. I do not care about this boat. I do not like Kurapika in general, so this arc means very little to me. The only thing holding my interest is the Phantom Troops involvement, and that's pretty much it. And Netero's son. That's kind of it. So I'm just like, I don't care about these princes, and if that's what you're talking about. What's up, Devil? How we doing, man? Oh, man. Yeah, I didn't watch the fight, but I saw that, you know, this man's been washed, bro. This man's been, I mean, it sucks or whatever, you know. But he's kind of a shitty human being, so I don't feel too bad about him, I'm going to be honest. And I don't say that lightly about a person, but if allegations are true, he's a pretty terrible human being, so not exactly sad for him, but, you know, he's been washed, you know. Has he even fought a single UFC fight since he fought fucking McGregor? Or not McGregor, since Mayweather, excuse me? I mean, I don't know. Just saying, after these 2 chapters, no spoilers, but we're going to be on break, so you good making double chapter. Okay, it sucks that we're on break, but I get 2 chapters in one, so I'm not complaining. So yes. I had to literally tell somebody at work, by the way. I have this person that comes into work and we talk One Piece. Sometimes, you know, he'll come in, we'll spend like 30 minutes, you know, 30, 40 minutes talking One Piece randomly. If it's slow. And this week he came in, he's like, oh, did you see? I'm like, shut the fuck up. I didn't say that. But I'm like, dude, do not say a word. I have not read the chapter this week. Please do not spoil me. I don't even think he knows I do streams. I don't think I've ever told him. We just chat One Piece, which is funny. But yeah. I'm like, do not say shit to me. I have to still read the chapter. We are not talking One Piece today. But yeah. Before we start questioning, you're gonna watch next week Odyssey? Probably not. I'll be honest, I'm gonna wait for reviews to come in. I'm gonna wait for trusted individuals to let me know how the vibes of the film, and even if it's lowly rated, but I feel like it would be something I like, I might check it out. I don't go off of just scores, I go off of vibes. And if the general sentiment is negative, I'm not gonna spend my money to go see it in theaters. You know, there's all this press about it, all this hoopla about it, and I've heard nothing about the film itself. You know, I don't know, man. I hope it's good. I just don't have a lot of faith right now. We'll see. I could be wrong.
RIP CFB old computer.
Yeah, you can even see the... I guess I didn't have the... Hold on a second. I guess I didn't have the alert box where it should be. Hold on. It was behind my camera. See, that's how you know my setup is still in progress. I didn't have my alerts in the right place. Spider-Man? I'm probably even less excited about Spider-Man, which is crazy because the last Marvel film I saw in theaters was the previous Spider-Man film, which I loved. And this one, I'm like, what is the movie even about? I don't even know what the movie's about. Maybe it's good. But I was kind of hoping this film would be without, Mary Jane and his best friend, and it would just be him focused on the Spider-Man work. And because, they forgot about him or whatever, right? So I was kind of like, okay, this is their excuse to be like, okay, his focus now is on the work. We don't have to deal with Mary Jane nonsense, And we're back in there. It's like, all right, it's melodrama. Like, you couldn't have one movie where it's like, okay, we're just gonna leave her to the side and come back to it. Now you gotta bring him and her back, and it's like, come on, man. Like, what's the point of having the memory wash if you're just gonna resolve it in the next film? I just feels like it's not great. Been watching this channel, I don't know, about 15 years, mate. I mean, don't tell them. Shh, be quiet. It's not been that long. It's only been 10 years. It's only been about 10 years. Don't say that. don't. They don't gotta know that. They don't. You don't gotta age me up, man. You don't gotta age me up. Let's just. George is in Belgium somewhere, living the dream, man. I haven't talked to him in a while, but he's still a friend, regardless of how many years we don't speak. That's my guy. Shout out to George. Hope he's doing well. I have not read chapter 1187. I have not read any chapter yet, so I can't give you a recap. I haven't started. So anyway, let's get started before I accidentally get spoiled. We're going to start with 1187, guys. By the way, if you're here, be sure to like the video. Helps the channel out. Appreciate that very much. Support the stream. Share it around. All that stuff. If you're on YouTube and on Twitch. If you haven't done so already, follow. Thank you, guys. But yeah, we're going to start with 1187 and just get right into 1188 probably after. Or I might do a slight kind of thoughts after 1187. We'll see how I'm feeling. But pull up the chapter now. All right. Chapter 1187. The Cause. Imagine I did the whole chapter just like that. Hold on a second. Why is it side to side? I gotta get it. Hold on, change layout direction. There we go. We got Reiju with some ducks. Cover request by Nibobo D420. Land. Reiju sternly scolding some swans to protect an ugly duckling. Clearly, this is her protecting Sanji against her family thing. Very adorable. Alright, Luffy socks Emu. Loki's already shitting his pants. Emu gets blapped by Luffy. Okay. Alright, look at that. That's a cool panel right away. With Loki on the side and Luffy just whap-a! He's bleeding. Oh, the double foosh explosion. Huff, huff. You may have got a good one in, but that's only thanks to all the damage I already dealt him. You seem real beat up. Relax for a bit. Relax? Who the fuck you think you're talking to? He didn't say that, but who you think you're talking to? There's a flame on Luffy's shoulder. Foosh. Whoa. Wheeze bastard, huh? Whoa, huh? It's really hot. It doesn't even hurt that much, but what's with this black fire? Huff, huff. Wow, this guy's even more scary up close. We're what? We're to aim above the belly, where the sword should pierce him. Where the sword pierced him a moment ago. So they're actually having his flames are actually having a conversation. Damn it! What's this stuff? It's spreading. Stigma. Kanji is resentful demon sword. What the fuck? I kind of don't understand what's happening. I'll be honest. It's Luffy, and then he... What did he do? And then Loki's... A sword, okay. So I guess the little dudes turned into a sword that stabbed into his shoulder. What's with this thing? It just won't break. Wheeze, wheeze, nothing's working. This can't really be made of ice, can it? It's more like diamond or something. Oh. Whether it's ice or not, wouldn't she have already suffocated by now? Ouch. Dummy. But look, it's cold to the touch. Or actually, I'm not sure, but you can't tell? Huh, you're right. When I touch it, I'm not really sure. Because the book doesn't have nerve endings and Frankie's a damn robot. Enough, you non-humans. Or enough, you non-humans just can't tell. It's definitely cold. Hey, look out behind. Oh, and Loki goes crashing into the ice. Okay, so Ragnir's right there now. Ragnir can undo the ice. We know that. That's been established. No way. Has he been beaten? He's been stabbed in the chest. Squeak. Hey, look. Whoa, the ice started to melt. Princess Shuri. Alright, now it's 1v1. Oh, so like, okay, so the fire's like swirling. Like, I can visualize what's happening here. Like on some Obito shit, that shit be swirling around the fire, and then like a sword is gonna pierce him in the shoulder. Oh, but Luffy, okay. Okay, Luffy took off the coat, and it went after the coat. Leap. That's cool. That's battle awareness by Luffy, baby. We love to see it. We love to see it, baby. With Luffy. All right. All right. I'm kind of disappointed the Straw Hats couldn't break through it. The ice, of course, but hey, it's some crazy. Emu couldn't break through it. What makes you think the Straw Hats could? So you know what? Fair enough. We're moving around. Cloud Seaport, or Sea Cloudport, West Village. Zoro's location. Look who it is. One of the three demons, a Straw Hat. Weren't you just at the... Oh, God. Bum-ass Summers. Bum-ass Summers. How can I get hyped for this fight? How can I get hyped for any of these God Knights? They're all trash. But we'll try. Weren't you just... It's Zoro, man. Zoro's gonna make it awesome because it's Zoro. Weren't you just at the village? What are you doing here? Looking for a beating? You bastards ruined our reunion feast with our old friends. Oh, sorry about that. We're just here to pick up 10 or 20 kids at most. My associate should be bringing them over from the village any minute now. Then we'll be out of your hair. Is that so? What a coincidence. One of my associates is also swimming by the village. But I don't think your guy will be the one coming back. You talking about Sanji? You talking about Sanji? Oh, may I ask why? Because he'll be dead. You talking about Sanji? Yeah, you really have no idea just how awesome we are right now. Okay, pulls out a little spiked... I don't even want to call it a whip. It's like a tree trunk of thorns just stabbing outwards. Zoro parries, of course. In the West Village, rain pours as if a hole was torn in the sky. That design is still so damn cool for the water goddess. What was it? Oh, it was Zaza, something like that. I'm starting to grasp the situation. Problem one, a monster bigger than any giant is trying to capture the kids. That's a pain to deal with. Their mothers are crying their eyes out. I can't stand the sight of it, but I can't save the brats myself because problem two, that monster is a woman and I can't kick it. I'm not even going to say anything. We're just going to move on. Just going to move on. It's not even real, dude. It's an amalgamation of what. It's not an actual what. You know what? We're moving on. And that's another pain to deal with. And the Warriors won't stop at anything until the kids are safe. Ripley, damn it, leave him alone. Cologne. Mommy, I'm sorry. I can't. I got caught again. Then there's problem three. While I can't stand to see a woman cry, it's okay if I don't join their fight because I know the cause of all this is really you. Even if the giants lose sight of you, you can't outrun me. Good grief, you really are tough. Was Sanji saying that or he saying that? I'm ending this here. You fool, there's a big difference between tough and immortal. There's no way you can beat me. Your assessment is right, though. If I were out of commission, my ability would dissipate. Ah. So go ahead and try. Let's see if you can take out the Rain God. Onward, Rain God. Take those brats away. I know your weakness. Ha ha ha. Oh ho, is how interesting. So you're saying, oh no, oh boy, here we go. Is this finally the moment? Is this finally the moment? I expected this. You all know I expected this. The moment that panel dropped where he's like, oh, do I have Conqueror's Haki too? Do I have Conqueror's Haki too? And Gabin's like, or it cut away from Gabin even saying anything. I'm like, bro's got it. Bro's got it. He's got it for sure. 100%. They would not cut away if it was a definitive no. I said it then, and it's coming to roost now. It's coming to roost now. Even as a Zoro fan, what's in front of my face, I will never deny. I will never deny. You can use Conqueror's Haki? Question mark. Go ahead then, kill me. Your captain is one of the 4 emperors. You should be meticulous if you intend to have his back. Oh, we're actually getting a flashback. Oh, that's sick. We're getting a flashback to that moment. That's cool. Your captain is one of the 4 emperors. You should be meticulous if you intend to have his back. My bad. Hey, old man, what about me? Do I really not have Conqueror's Haki? You have the traits of one who might. Really. But somehow, I get the impression you burden yourself with painful uncertainty. For it to manifest, one must be a king. You very holding yourself back with uncertainty. So basically, he said in no uncertain terms, stop being a bitch and go all out. Stop holding yourself back and just let yourself be free. Be a king. Stand proudly. Stand bold. Stand proud. You are strong. You are strong. So he hasn't unlocked Conqueror's Haki yet. But during this fight, he's going to seemingly, based off of this, unlock it through realizing whatever is holding him back to let go of it, to free himself from it, and he will unlock Conqueror's Haki. So yeah, basically, Devil, stop being a lame and be cool. Have some confidence, bro. Have some confidence. You know what I mean? It's like that bro in your friend group. You're out. He sees a pretty girl he likes, but he's like, I don't know, I don't want to talk to her. But, bro, just go up to her. Have confidence. Tell her, you know, we know you got it in you. We know you got it in you. Go up to her. Say something, man. Don't be a coward. Don't be scared. And you know he's got it in him. He's got to go up to that girl, man. He's got to go up to that girl. You got it in you. No self-doubt. He's going to unlock it by being the king of love. That's what King Lightning said on a review for Sanji. I mean, him and Gabin are very, very clearly aligned in parallels. So it doesn't surprise me that he would be the king of love, or whatever that means. Luffy's just a king. Zoro's the king of hell. Sanji's the king of love. Sure. Now that I'm looking back on it, like when Zoro said king of hell, it kind of was corny, but it makes sense in context. Now thinking back on it, you have to basically declare inside of yourself, and I guess verbally outside, what you intend to be the king of, or what your ambitions are in terms of your kingly ambitions to become a king and actually utilize the Conqueror's Haki, right? Luffy wants to be king of the pirates. I guess that's his thing, obviously. Zoro wants to be the king of hell. Sanji, I guess, the king of love. I don't know. We'll go with that. But I am honestly happy for Sanji. I think this is good. I think honestly more of the Straw Hats need to use more Haki. I mean, it's great that Zoro, Sanji, Luffy, and Jinbei, you know, are all Haki users and you know, all well and good. But the fact that we have a Yonko crew now, and people like Frankie, people like Robin, Brooke, they're incapable of using Haki at all, even like basic armament Haki, when characters like, for example, Tashigi are capable of using it, is a travesty, and I think that should have been rectified multiple arcs ago. Especially when you're on a crew with people who have it, who can help you, you know, learn it, right? Well, we don't know if Brooke had Haki in the past. That's pure speculation, though, to be fair. There was no confirmation of that. But anyway, like, think about it. How cool would it be, for example, right? If you got a scene where, let's just say Chopper. I don't even like Chopper. Let's just say Chopper, right? Went up to Zoro and he's like, you know, hey Zoro, I feel like I could be doing more. Can you help me with something? And basically asked him to teach him, you know, some stuff. That would be great. I'd love that. We'd all love that, right? Frankie does not have Haki. What are you talking about? When has Frankie ever done anything Haki related? He doesn't have Haki. What do you mean? When did they show it? Am I having a seizure right now? When did Frankie show armament Haki or observation Haki at any point? I'm trying to think. In Wano, he didn't show any Haki. Am I going crazy, guys? Does Frankie have Haki? I don't. Now I'm doubting myself. I don't think he does. Or Jinbei. I'm just saying, like, any of the Straw Hats can go to any of these guys at any point and be like, hey, can you teach me so-and-so? When he punched Luffy? What? When he punched Luffy with Bonnie? An egghead? Hold on. Hold on a second. Only thing I'm seeing about this is a freaking thread on Reddit, and people are asking, "Does he have hockey?" I'm looking at the panel right now that they're referencing. Frankie does not have black armament around his fist. Bonnie does, but Frankie doesn't. I'm looking at the panel right now. Oh, it says you guys are using hockey. I mean, he might be. I mean, he might be talking about freaking Bonnie though. Like, yeah, no. Come on, no. Look. Until I actually see it in actual action and it being shown black around the fist, I take it as hearsay. That's not enough to confirm it. I see what you're saying. He might be referencing Frankie, but he's like, you guys, and he's like, Bonnie's hitting him. Like, nah. I see where you're going with it, but no. I reserve judgment until that point. But point is, the Strats need to. I mean, if he does have armament hockey, it's about damn time. It's about damn time. But no, I don't think that's enough to verify it, for me at least. I need more proof. But anyway, going back to Sanji, because this is his chapter. I want to give him proper. I was just gonna jump into 1188. Excuse me. Excuse me. I was just gonna jump into 1188, but we need to give Sanji his proper hype here, because it is very clear. Actually, I didn't even finish the chapter yet. Hold on a second. I need to finish the chapter and then we'll talk about. Hold on. I didn't finish the chapter yet. So let's finish the chapter. You have the traits of one who might really, but somehow I get the impression you burden yourself with painful uncertainty. For it to manifest, one must be a king. A king. Luffy. He truly wants to be Pirate King with all his heart. So thou hast finally revealed thyself. Don't go calling me whatever you want. The name's Luffy, the man who's going to be king of the pirates. And on the left it says, who truly has the qualities of a king? Question mark. Special cover and color spread next week next issue to celebrate the 29th anniversary. All right, so we're getting a color page. All right, let's go. So Sanji has to find what it means to be a king. King of Love, I guess that makes sense, but isn't Gabin already that? Do we really want to be that, like, ham-fisted with the parallels? The King of Cooking? The King of Cooking? I don't know. What does he want to be? I mean, that's a thing. I mean, and the King of Cooking? I don't know. It's either King. I mean, King of Love makes a lot of sense. Honestly, what Cole was saying, that makes a lot of sense. Because that's his character, right? That makes sense. King of Nosebleeds is crazy. Relax. Stop. But yeah, like King of Love, King of Cooking, something like that. It makes sense. I'm just saying it's stupid. I know it's stupid, but that's Sanji's character. What do you want me to say? What do you want me to say about it? What else could it be? I mean, King of Hell did come out of nowhere. Maybe it's something we don't expect. You know? I'm on board with King of Cooking. I hope so. But, you know, makes sense. But I do like that last panel. It's like Monkey D. Luffy versus. What's that say? Shinny. No, Shint. I can't. That's it's too stylized. It's Nerona. It's Shinny. No, it's not Shinny. It's Saint Nerona Emu. I'm like, what the fuck is that? It's an H? No, it's an A. Saint Nerona Emu versus Monkey D. Luffy. Alright, very cool. Very cool panel. I think Luffy's in for a world of hurt. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think Luffy's gonna have a good performance against Emu. It's too early. It's too early. And my imagination, like how I imagine this going down is Luffy's just gonna have to hold on until Sanji and Zoro defeat their opponents, and then when Sanji and Zoro defeat their opponents, it's gonna weaken Emu and make him have to retreat. It's gonna have to be one of those things because I don't imagine Luffy beating Emu in a straight up fight. It's just this is the final villain, dude. Like, if not the final villain, he's like one of the two final villains. So I just cannot see Luffy putting in work on him right now. It's just it's too early. It's too early. What do you predict will happen next chapter? Let's see how far you are off. I think next chapter we get a little bit of Luffy versus Emu. Emu has Luffy kind of scrambling. Like I said, I think Emu's gonna put hands on Luffy, and then we'll get a little bit of that, and like Luffy be like, "What do I do?" And then we'll get Zoro versus or Sanji versus and Zoro versus their opponents. A little bit as well. I think we'll get all three. That's my guess. Maybe we'll get Brook stuff with Gunko or with Princess Shuri. That's possibly a thing. But yeah, those are the four like ongoing things that are happening right now. We got Luffy versus Emu. We got Sanji versus Killingham and Zoro versus Summers, and then the Shuri situation with Brook. So, out of those four, my guess is we're gonna get the fight stuff. We'll get a little bit of Luffy versus Emu to start. Luffy's getting his ass whooped a little bit. Then we'll switch over to Zoro and Sanji and their fights. Is what I guess. What I'm guessing. All right, let's go ahead and jump right into 1188. Hold on a second. All right, here we are. If you're just joining us, we just reacted to chapter 1187. We're doing 1188 right now. Of One Piece. So if you're just joining us, like the video, share the video, all that good stuff. We're getting into the good business here. We got a color page. Oh my god, Nami. What on earth, Oda, are you doing? Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. It should have been me, not him. Very jealous of that turtle. Very jealous of that turtle right now. Not gonna lie. Sanji's reaching for the crown. He's trying to be king. I like the symbolism there, Oda. I didn't notice that. Sanji's reaching for the crown. He's trying to become a conqueror. It's alright. One day, buddy. One day, pal. You'll be a conqueror just like the big boys. You'll do it. I believe in you, buddy. You know, one day, you'll be a king just like the rest of us. Don't take too long, though. We don't want to lap you. Don't want to lap you, Sanji. Better get on it soon. But anyway, this color page is pretty dope. A lot of detail. Really, really cool. Hell yeah. Let's get to the chapter. Hello? Hello? Answer me. Buzz, buzz. Hello? Huh? What the? Who are you? Buzz, this is Moo. Emu. Who is this? Oh, me? I'm Joy Boy. Oh boy, 1188, the Wailing Void. Oh boy, I'm Joy Boy. Huff, huff. Yes. Joy Boy is already dead. So why dost thou insist on stirring these memories? Heck if I know. He like engulfed his arm in flame and threw a punch. That's pretty sick. Luffy, oh shit, Luffy moved his head downward. Fwing. Huh? He dodged? Aimed down. Down, down. Oh, he hit him with his own Culverine, bro. Ow! He hit him with the old okey doke. The old how do you do? A little bit of taste of your own medicine. Oh shit. Oh my god. Oh my god. Holy. Luffy got. Oh my god. Holy shit. Wow. Tumble, tumble. Holy, man. Yo. He's got aimbot. He's got the aimbot. We're in trouble. Like, the thing about it is, like, who in the world would be most used to Gear 5 shenanigans but Emu himself? It's like the worst matchup because Luffy knows nothing about him and Emu knows everything about Luffy's ability. It's crazy. And look at him, he's all scorched up already. Poof. Swoosh. He fucking hit him with the Omae wa mo Shinderu. Nani? Going in for the stab. Tap, tap. What happened? Oh, Emu blocked. Damn it, I thought that was a sure hit. Pow, pow, pow. Yikes, huff, huff. Whoa, they're really after me. They're bombs, right? Gum, gum. Jet Gatling. Gum, gum. Majid. What the fuck is this, Luffy? Ho, 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 ho. What the fuck? He's a goddamn genie. Don't think I missed what happened in your fight with Loki. I'm not gonna let his death go to waste. I'm still alive, jackass. Oh, you're still kicking Loki? Damn it all. Squeak, squeak. Get out of the way, Ragnar. Abaras tile punch. Jinbei. Luffy, just say the word and I'll protect him for you. Thanks, he's my buddy. I'll leave him to you, Jinbei. Ah, he's your buddy. Who you calling buddy, you freaking runt? Alright, now that I can focus, I'll handle this guy. Luffy, he's fighting that guy from earlier. Is he really going to be okay? Who the hell is he up against? He's clearly higher ranked than the Knights. But I thought only the 5 elders were above them. He could just be the head of the Gods Knights. That's gotta be it. The world government is always shrouded in mystery. Hey, Brook, we've got to get back. Ah, Princess Shuri. What should we do? How do you deal with a frozen person? Well, there was this time that Robin and Luffy were frozen. Yeah, with Aokichi, yeah. Wait, this happened to them too? Gunko, thou hast yet to break the ice. Gum Gum, a man with an afro, who refers to Gunko as Princess Shuri. It cannot be. Yeah, Imu remembers. Sucker punch bullet, bro. He's Luffy's spamming. Oh my god, Luffy's literally spamming the sucker punches, man. Over and over again, but Imu's ready this time. Didst thou not just boast about seeing ring? Blah, blah, blah. What became of Loki and his gargantuan body? Stigma. That's really busted. Like, that Stigma ability is really fucking cool, man. Like, Imu's got sauce. Y'all gotta admit, Imu has a lot of sauce. And I know a lot of people were worried before Imu's revelation about who he was and everything. 100% people were concerned about, oh, is he going to be a goofball? Is he going to suck? People, like, bro, Oda is absolutely master chefing Imu's existence right now. He is dope. His abilities are dope. Like, the fact that he can, like, mark you with the flames or whatever, and then just Autobot aim with you and kill you or pierce you is awesome. Really fucking cool. Stigma. Wow. You gotta figure out how to deal with those little bullet things, though. Those talking bullet things. Those omens or whatever. Fue, fue. Gah. Shh. Oh my god, yo. The sauce! The sauce! He be spinning. Oh, he put the little guys inside of his ring. And then out of the ring, he pulled out a sword. Oh my god! He's got the sauce! Oh my god! This man's got all the sauces, bro. He's got the habanero. He's got the marinara. He's got the fried diablo. He's got all them sauces, man. Spicy. Spicy. Sword of the Wailing Void, bro. What is this man, dude? Look at that sword, by the way. Holy. Kanji reads Void Emptiness Sword. God damn. God damn. Like, the trees are withering around him? See, like, what is he doing? Like, you see that? The trees got skinnier and all, like, dead. I guess they're branches because this is the big-ass tree, but you know what I'm talking about. Oh my god, bro. Let's go! I fucking love Imu, dude. Oh, he's so goated. He's so goated with the sauce. Usually when I see a swordsman, I'll say, Mihawk victim. But in this case, I'm not willing to go that far. I'll be honest. I am not willing to go that far. My goodness. Look at that. Huh? The forest is wilting? The view is improving. The view... Oh, I gotta say it Imu voice. The view is improving. It looks fine from here. It is clear. You are not Joy Boy. You art not Joy Boy. What? Goo goo. What? Oh my god. Oh my god! What the fuck? Oh, let's go. I told you. I've been saying this, baby. Oh my. Yo. I told you he's got the sauce, man. Oh, Mr. Sauce Man, absolute beast. Joy Boy would never be this weak. You ain't shit, he said. Even Loki put up more of a fight. Am I crazy to say that? Luffy did nothing to this guy. He sucker punched him once, and then he was on the defense the entire time. He got one sucker punch in, and that was it. Yeah, it needs to be a 2v1, but even then, like... Loki's fucked up, man. I just don't see what's gonna I mean, like I said, the only way is... Luffy's not dead. Luffy's not dead. This is a crocodile situation, bro. Look at the blood, though. Look at that panel. Oh my god, Joy Boy would never be this weak. Oh my god. He literally crocodiled him. Let's go. This is like the Luffy Kaido situation, right? Like don't get me wrong, I do not see Imu being defeated at all this arc. I don't even know how he could be stalled at this point. I thought Luffy was going to last longer than this. I thought Luffy was going to give at least Loki performance minimum. He didn't even give Loki performance. Loki put in a lot more work against Imu. Am I wrong? A lot more work. A lot more work. Which I will say is a Shanks upscale. Which I will say is a Mihawk upscale. Because Shanks defeated Loki. And Ragnar, of course. Of course. Of course. And, you know. And since Mihawk and Shanks are somewhat comparable, who you have higher is up to your own discretion, then that's a upscale for both of them. Which means that Luffy is weaker than both Loki, Shanks, Mihawk. Look, I don't make the rules. I don't make the rules. Sanji lasted 2 panels and Zoro less than 1.5, so Luffy did pretty good if you average it out. Oh my god. No, he did not do good. You know, I'm surprised no one acknowledged Emu was... what? The Emu was, I want to double tap Loki. Yeah, Jinbei saved him. Or I guess Ragnar was going to save him, and then Jinbei stepped in and saved. Shanks beat Loki. Yeah. Well, we don't know, like, to be fair, we don't know if Shanks beat him one-on-one. It could have been the whole crew. It could have been the whole Red Hair Pirates. Ganged up on him and beat him up. But probably not. It was probably Shanks. It was probably an honorable 1v1. But we don't know, to be fair. I 100% acknowledge we don't know. He could have ganged up on him with all the Red Hair Pirates. Emu as a swordsman, massive upscale. I don't know if Emu is a Mihawk upscale, because Emu's Emu, bro. Mihawk's not there. I know there's the parallels, but people are trying to say between Mihawk and Emu, and maybe Mihawk is a descendant of Emu with the eyes. I don't know. Maybe he was a former, you know, celestial dragon. We don't know about Mihawk's upbringing, but I wouldn't be surprised if he was a celestial dragon. I would not be surprised. Yeah. Am I just having a brain fart, guys? Do we know Mihawk's full name? Not his title. Hawkeye is not his actual name. We just know his name is Mihawk, but do we know his full name? I might be just having a complete brain fart here. And if I am, I apologize. I'm working on very little sleep. Dracule. Thank you. Oh my god. Of course I'm having a fucking brain fart. Of course it's Dracule Mihawk. Oh my god. What a stupid question. Yeah. Of course it is. I might need to get a nap after this. Thank you, Devil. I appreciate that. The Dracule family. It's just a very weird name. Like, we gotta figure out more about him, dude. The fact that it's taken this long to get his backstory only means that he's gonna be higher and higher up. Same with, people like Dragon and such. Yeah, I don't know how I completely brain farted that. Like, duh. I'm ashamed of myself right now, to be honest. It could be like Portgas, where it's not his real name. True? True? I think his eyes are unique and special, and the fact that they are similar in color and shape to emus, that could be a thing. I mean, emus lived for how many years? Right? At least 800. Probably longer. Would it be crazy for him to have offspring somewhere? You know what I mean? It wouldn't be crazy in any capacity for emu to have offspring out there. Like, he's probably, clapping left and right, if I had to guess. Then again, he wants to keep himself secret. I don't know. He's holding out for Lily. He's a weirdo. Who knows? That game was stressful, man. Julian Alvarez. He had a similar goal last World Cup, too, from that same top corner. Amazing. Amazing. Emu coughed blood and trembled just at the echo of Joy Boys hockey. Luffy ain't there yet. That's going to... Look, people were... Look, we always do this with Luffy. We put the cart ahead of the horse. People were putting him in top, 5 combos. People were putting him, even top 10 combos after Wano. And I was like, hold your horses really quickly. There are levels to this shit. Gear 5 is great. It's Toon Force. It has its insane uses. But Luffy's Conqueror is barely at the foundation of what it's going to be. He just started using Conquerors efficiently in Onigashima. And Kaido said hockey is above everything. And he really did even defeat Kaido in a 1v1. Like, Kaido got jumped all night. And then Luffy just kind of finished him off after getting his ass beat multiple times. So he really wasn't even on Kaido's level, even with Gear 5. If we're being honest with ourselves. I know some people will dispute that, but if we're being honest with ourselves, Kaido was getting sliced up, beat up, hit up by a gang of people the entire time, and he still beat Luffy one-on-one, and then he had to get revived, come back, Gear 5, and even then it took his final bit of strength to take him out. So I'm just saying. Not sure how Blackbeard beats Emu either. Well, maybe Blackbeard's Devil Fruit can negate the flames. Maybe Blackbeard's darkness can negate the flames from Emu. We don't know if Emu's abilities are Devil Fruits. I know, they mentioned when they introduced Emu, it's Emu, Devil Fruit. I don't know. I don't know. Can we acknowledge Loki started this fight injured and Loki did not go hybrid yet? I've said this. Loki's stronger than Luffy. I don't know how you can look at this chapter and say Loki did not do better given the circumstances than Luffy did. And not only just in terms of a performance, Luffy saw the fight with Loki, saw the things that Emu can do, and still got beat easily. And don't say, oh, it doesn't count. Luffy said it himself, oh, I saw you fight, so I can do this. And he still got... So he had the informational knowledge. He had the rest. He had everything going for him. And he still got beat handily. While Loki, multiple chapters, was holding his own. So my thing is, Luffy's got places to go, man. Yeah, Loki's probably stronger than Kaido. I mean... I give Kaido a lot of credit because that man's durability is on another level. It's insanely incredible. Like even like Kaido didn't even get beat by Luffy's punch. It's Luffy's punch mixed in with the fact that he chose to take it head on, mixed in with the fact that he got thrown into magma that killed Kaido, if you want to consider him dead. Right? So, and that's after fighting the entire night against like 20 people. Against 20 people. It's insane. Remember, he got scarred by Zoro. He got like hit by internally by Law, by Killer, by Kid. They were fucked. They were all ganging up on him. Like, so I give Kaido a lot of respect because people don't account for that when they talk about Luffy versus Kaido, and I think they should. It's kind of like the Doflamingo Gamma Knife versus Luffy. Like, he was so heavily damaged. Like, the Gamma Knife that absolutely destroyed the internal body of Doflamingo, he did the same attack against Kaido. And Kaido just ate that shit. It's crazy. Loki is stronger than his father. Yes. Because not only was Harold physically strong, but Harold was kind of a weak-willed bitch that got himself tricked. Loki ain't no weak-willed bitch, okay? I would agree that he's stronger than Harold. I'll take that. I'm on Loki's season right now, so I'll say he's stronger than fucking anybody at this point. Yeah, Loki's season, baby. Let's go. Funny thing is, we saw the Barred Egghead. That hockey nod is probably just casual Joy Boy hockey. You're right. You're right. 100%. I don't know how Luffy's being saved at this point. Like, who? Like, are the Strats gonna try to attack Imu that are there? They're watching this fight. They saw him get impaled. Is Loki gonna get up and save Luffy? Like, what is what is gonna happen? Is maybe Gunko gonna reveal some secret? Because Gunko probably knows Imu's weakness now that he's on on the human world, if you want to call it that, human realm. She knows his weakness, so she might tell Brook his weakness, whatever that fucking could be. Harold versus, 1v1 versus Rocks, yeah. But that was young Rocks, and I don't know. And then, like, later on, Harold got beat 1v1 versus Rocks. Harold's hard to judge, because he never beat anybody, to my knowledge, like, worth a damn. Like, fighting people to a standstill doesn't tell me anything. Like, Ace and Smoker fought to a standstill. Does that mean that they're equals? Like, you know what I mean? It's like, I know that's a different circumstance and a little argumentative, but still. Clashes don't really tell me anything, bro. I need to see results. If Zoro and Sanji beat the Hood Knight, the Hood Knight, that will hurt Imu. Yeah, that's literally what I said before I read the chapter. Is the way to defeat Imu is to hold him off until Sanji and Zoro win their fights. It just has to happen. I wonder if we're going to get Sanji first or Zoro first. Because Sanji still has to... Because Zoro already knows Conquerors, right? He doesn't really have to worry about having to learn Conquerors on the spot. He's going to get stronger from this fight. There's going to be some sort of difficulty. But the question is what, where, and how. Is it just going to be a straight-up battle? Or there's going to be more to it that Zoro has to unlock? Maybe more control? I mean, he does have his limitations with Conquerors right now where it's like it's oozing out of him. He doesn't have the best control over it. That's the problem with Zoro. It's like Zoro has so much Conquerors leaking out, he doesn't have good control and precision on it. And Sanji is having a hard time unleashing his haki for his mental hang-ups. So it's like kind of like a yin and yang situation there. Although Zoro is multiple steps ahead at this point because he's unlocked it and used it and knows how to use it. But still. Yeah. I don't know. I'm just on the Loki. I'm on Loki guess mode right now, and I hate Harold as a character, so I don't want to give him any credit. But you're probably right that he was Yonko level at his time. I just don't like Harold because he's a dumbass and a fucking idiot that could have asked like 3 questions and completely changed the course of history, but he didn't do it. So, but that's neither here nor there. He is strong. I won't deny him that. I think Harold would beat Big Mom, to be sure. So I put him above, or Yonko level, yeah, for sure. Loki might have the eyes Emu is looking for. Interesting. Interesting. We don't know about those eyes yet. That is true. That is still a thing, guys. Does Loki have another gear to go to? Does he have his own gear fifth to go to? He pulls off the bandages and he fucking goes crazy. He goes crazy. And who knows? Who knows, guys? Maybe I'm just being completely delusional and you know, sniffing that copium. But maybe Zoro opens his eye as well. And we get that. And that's a thing. After all this time. Remember that theory? Yeah. Maybe he opens his eye, and that's a thing. Probably not, but hey, who knows? Yes, Dragon and Mihawk are above Luffy, yes. Because I'm assuming that Loki lost to Shanks. For now. Until proven that it was a gang attack, I'm going to say Loki lost to Shanks. As much as I love Loki, the fact of the matter is, he wasn't angry about anyone else except Shanks. So it seems like Shanks gave him that belt. Right? So Shanks beat Loki somehow, some way. We don't know the circumstances. But let's just say Shanks is stronger by a bit. Okay. Then that means Mihawk and Shanks being comparable. Thank you for the follow, Brandon Minowior. So, if Shanks beat Loki, then Mihawk is somewhere around Shanks, whether he's a little stronger or a little weaker. He's somewhere in that spectrum, depending on your perspective. But he's not a lot weaker, and he's not a lot stronger. He's somewhere close. So, if, and there's a lot of ifs here, but we're not going off of the most reliable information. We can only go off of the information we have. If Loki lost to Shanks, and Shanks and Mihawk are comparable, that means Mihawk is stronger than Luffy because Luffy's not as strong as Loki, based off of this chapter. I'm curious if anyone in chat disagrees with me saying Loki's stronger than Luffy. And if so, I'd love to hear the arguments, but I think this chapter made it clear that Luffy is weaker than Loki, because Luffy could not hold Emu even a candle to what Loki did against Emu. So that's my thing. And Dragon, I think Dragon is also on that tier as well. So I think Dragon is stronger than Luffy. I do. I think it's pretty, to me, with exceptions, obviously, the big names. Guys like Dragon. Guys like Mihawk. Oda has saved them for a reason, and it's good that they haven't been revealed yet, because that means that they are going to be part of this endgame, and they're going to be on the tier that is relevant to the necessary level that Luffy needs to get to, if that makes any sense. Like, him waiting this long to reveal the information about them means that they're endgame bosses, endgame level threats. Who they're threats to depends on who they go after, but you know what I mean. I mean, think about this. The world government gave Mihawk a 3.6 billion buried bounty. What with him being a subordinate, not even the captain of Cross Guild, in their eyes, not in my eyes, but in their eyes, not even the captain of Cross Guild, just a subordinate, and they gave them 3.6 billion. Right next to Shanks, and he's not even a captain. Do you understand how crazy that is? With him being inactive for who knows how long. Do you understand how insane that is? That wasn't an accident. It really wasn't. So keep that in mind. So that's my answer, my long-winded answer. Loki no hybrid form yet, and when Emu was attacked by Sabo, he transformed. He did. He did. Who knows what Emu's ability is? He said, Omen is my power, or my military might, I think was the proper quote. But he's probably got a number of different abilities he can go to. Does that mean Crocodile is stronger than Luffy? Let's be realistic. Stop it. Stop it. Crocodile lost to freaking Alabasta Luffy. Alright? He got a little upscale. He got a Lucci upscale for the current events. But we know everything we need to know about Crocodile, except, his past. Well, to be fair, his past is a little vague, but we saw his limitations. Not only did we see his limitations in Alabasta, we saw his limitations in Marineford as well. He got body checked by Jozu and sent flying, bleeding everywhere, got saved by Doflamingo. So let's use facts and not just feelings about things here. I can only go off of what I see and what I know, not off of, what we don't know. And a lot of it's speculation in terms of projection, but I think it's fair. I wonder if Oda should have waited before he had Luffy beat Kaido, because I don't see Mihawk being stronger than Kaido. You don't? You don't? You really don't? You don't think... Because you have to understand, Yonko is not only about power. It's about status, territory, and overall military might via armies and soldiers and things like that. Okay? I'm not even going to entertain that comment, Devil, with a response. But if Mihawk, let's just say for example, just for argument's sake, right? If you swapped out the Big Mom pirates, Big Mom with Mihawk, and say Mihawk was the father of all these kids, you don't think he's Yonko level? Not only would he be a Yonko, his bounty would be even higher than it is right now, because he has people under him, because he has resources, because he has territory. His bounty would be in the 4 billions at least. Zoro, barely understanding his Conqueror's Haki, was able to speed blitz Kaido, parry his weapon, and scar him. You don't think Mihawk is absolutely blitzing this man? If Mihawk gets that attack in with Yoru, with his Conqueror's Haki, which he's going to have, we all know it. Don't deny it, he will have Conqueror's Haki. When Mihawk blitzes Kaido with that attack, with his Conqueror's Haki, do you think it's going to scar him? Or do you think he's going to fucking bisect him? With that big ass sword. We got to be realistic here, guys. Come on. Zoro, his final opponent is Mihawk. Or his final goal is Mihawk. Come on, guys. Come on. Come on, guys. Replace me. Well, that's the difference, Midnight, though. There is a difference. Mihawk at Marineford was taking a piss, all right, to use a British term. He was taking a piss, mate. He was fucking about. He was just having a good old time. He wasn't really taking shit serious, bro. Show me a single time, and I'm ready for a panel to be shown to send me on Twitter, and you can see it. ZoroFanboy124. Show me a panel at Marineford where Mihawk made a single named attack. I'll wait. I'll wait. A single named attack. Oh, wait. You won't find that because it doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. It was casual happy hour for Mihawk. So let's not act like it's comparable. Oh, what if Kaido was there? Kaido loves fighting. He loves killing. He probably would have loved to kill Whitebeard. So he would have went all out. He would have literally went all out, suicidal charge against the Whitebeard pirates. Because that's who Kaido is. That's his personality. He would have fucked shit up. But if Mihawk was really trying to fuck shit up, if he really was trying to kill Whitebeard, you don't think he could have? You don't think he could have? If he really, really wanted to kill Kaido, Whitebeard, if he really wanted to kill, like, Vista, if he really wanted to kill Marco, fucking Marco? Are we serious? Are we serious? That's all I'm saying, man. That's all I'm saying. Why is Mihawk's title true but Kaido's is false? Kaido's title's weird because it's like King of Beasts and like the strongest like creature. What does that fucking mean, creature? Like human? Are humans creatures? Are they not creatures? Like what are you talking? Why don't you say strongest human? In a 1v1 bet Kaido, right? That's what they say. But who's they? Who's they? Every single person in the One Piece world acknowledges that Mihawk is the strongest swordsman. There's not been a single character in the story of One Piece that has said, oh no, Mihawk is not the world's strongest. It's a lie. I'm not saying the title is fake. I'm just saying, what does it mean, strongest creature? What does that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean? Does it mean he's the strongest person in the entirety of One Piece? Well, we know that's not true because Emu exists. Like, what? I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying, bro. I mean, Mihawk's title is also weird because what is a swordsman? To be fair, like even that title is like, what the hell does that mean? Even though people acknowledge that he is the strongest and it's universally accepted, what does swordsman mean in One Piece? We need to acknowledge that. Is it just someone who uses a sword? If so, then he is stronger than Shanks. If we're really breaking it down to brass tacks. But then again, like I understand the argument where people are like, yeah, but the hockey aspect and yada yada, would he have been stronger than Roger? Like, I get it. I get it's ridiculous and weird and convoluted. But that's because Oda made it so, and he really didn't need to. But that's on Oda. Garling, he's stronger than Garling. Garling fucking sucks, dude. He didn't do shit on God Valley. He's a fraud. I don't care about Garling. Clearly he beat someone to be acknowledged as the world's greatest swordsman. Clearly somebody, because the world acknowledges him. Everyone in Marineford, the strongest people in the One Piece world outside of like Emu and stuff like that, all were like, oh, that's the world's greatest swordsman. That's the world's greatest swordsman. With the strongest sword, Yoru. Black Blade. Like, everyone there was like, he is him. He is him. Even people like Doflamingo's like, ooh, Mihawk's doing something. This is gonna be good. Like, even like Doflamingo was saying shit like that, bro. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Essentially, yeah. I mean, I'm not going to say that Mihawk's title is, like, ultimately the be-all, end-all of why he's, for sure, the strongest, or stronger than Luffy, for example, right? I think the title is less important than the fact that he is equals with Shanks, or at least comparable to Shanks, and they fought together, had all these battles. Whitebeard said you guys had legendary battles. Like, if Whitebeard acknowledge that their battles were legendary. That goes to show, like, this isn't just an unreliable narrator talking about it. He's not some secret fraud painting his sword. You know what I mean? Oh, 100% Dofi feared Kaido, and he had every right to be. Kaido would have fucking murdered him. If he didn't produce Sad, Kaido was gonna kill him. So yeah, he had every right to be terrified of Kaido. The biggest proof is Shanks said that he's the world's greatest swordsman. I'm just saying, like, if everyone in the One Piece world worth a damn acknowledges that he's him, then I have to acknowledge that he's him, even though we haven't seen much. But the fact that we haven't seen much is even more evidence that Oda is saving him for the parts in One Piece where characters are going to be obscenely strong. Like, it's only, like, the longer Oda takes to release information about about Mihawk and Dragon, the more their stock is going to rise, because they have to be at that level to be a threat or to be dangerous later and later in the story where things are escalating. Is it unfair that we don't know what steps Sanji even needs to take to be a conqueror? We don't know. We don't know. Gabin said that he had the qualities of a king, so he has it in him. It's just about him unleashing it somehow and unburdening himself from his mental barricades, and letting it go. I mean, we still have to see, I suppose, the Summers buff and the Killingham buff and what that means. I don't know. I don't know. Why don't talk about Shanks in the flashback with two hands? When the chapter dropped, I did talk about Shanks in the flashback with two hands. What do you mean? Excuse me. Like, the thing about it is, like, Mihawk and Shanks fought when Shanks had two hands, because Whitebeard referenced their legendary duels prior to mentioning, like, what happened to your arm. And then Shanks described the story of he said he betted on the future, right? So when Mihawk fought against Shanks, that was Shanks at 100% with both of his arms, with his god powers, or not god powers, but the first seal on his arm. So this was a Holy Knight Shanks. This wasn't just a basic ass Shanks. At this point, he had already trained with Gabin. Well, let me ask me this, sir. You said, well, Mihawk hasn't beat one strong person, right? One strong swordsman he hasn't beat that we know of, right? That we know of, even though he went toe-to-toe with Shanks, of all people. He went toe-to-toe with Shanks and maybe won. We don't know. They had legendary duels. That's all we know. He's known as the Marine Hunter. That's all we know about Mihawk right now, right? But let me ask you a question. What strong person has Kaido defeated? In canon. Who is the strongest character that Kaido's defeated? I'll wait. Kinemon? Zoro, maybe? Oh, he beat Odin. Did he beat Odin? Did he beat Odin? Or was it not showcased that Odin was distracted by what he thought was his family being in danger, and Kaido got a hit in? Even he acknowledged that interfered with the fight. I'm just saying. And Luffy, what pre-Gear 5 Luffy he beat? Pre-Gear 5 Luffy. So, like, yeah, like, he was about to lose that fight against Odin, possibly, before the shenanigans happened. So, are we really flexing the fact that he lost, or he beat pre-Gear 5 Luffy? That's his strongest feat? By the way, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate it, Saxy. Gavin told Shanks, we can't stop Loki. Look, man. Loki got stopped by Shanks somehow. We don't know how. You don't know how. I don't know how. We can only speculate. I'm not saying definitively Shanks beat him one-on-one. That's my guess, but I'm not saying it's definitive. Just my guesswork for now. And you don't know for sure that he wasn't defeated by Shanks one-on-one. So we're just going off of guesswork. I can admit that. Can you admit that as well? I'm not willing to go definitive. Who has Big Mom beat, actually? That's my point! That's my point! All of these Yonko, outside of Shanks, even then, we don't know for sure if he beat Loki, but all the Yonko, all the strongest characters in One Piece, with a few exceptions here and there, we don't know who they've beaten in the past to gain their respect, to gain their status, their titles, their, you know what I'm saying? The reputation. We don't know. Outside of, like, Akainu, we know because he beat Whitebeard, although, you know, there's Whitebeard was injured already and stabbed by Squard and already fought a bunch before. But, you know, Akainu gets that respect. But out of the people in the top 10, who amongst the top 10, in your opinion, guys, Emu aside, let's put Emu to the side, out of the top 10, who has beaten in the top 10 someone who is also in the top 10 or top 20? I'll wait. I don't think you can find a single person. Kaido beating pre-Gear 5 Luffy was the only one. And that was before he knew how to use Conqueror's Haki offensively. Like, really effectively. So I'm like, you can't use that as a negative on Mihawk when all the top tiers haven't beat anybody that we know of. So that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Luffy did not beat Kizaru. Luffy did not beat Kizaru. In fact, Kizaru fucking Uber Eats Luffy to help him come back. Let's not lie. Let's not... Fake news. Fake news. Fake news. Fake news. Wrong. No, but seriously. Seriously. I'm not talking about people who are dead. I'm talking about people who are alive right now. People who live right now. Luffy did not beat Kizaru. There's no interpretation of that fight where you're like, oh yeah, Luffy. At best, and this is at best, you can say they tied. And I disagree with that. Because one person was able to, right after getting hit in the face with an attack, get up, go to light speed, deliver food to someone else, and then go back to that same spot and not be spotted. And while one was like on the floor, a decrepit shell of themselves, unable to move. I'm sorry. That's not a win. Purple Kaido? What do you mean Purple Kaido? I 100% agree that Kaido fighting 1v1 against Luffy on the rooftop, if no one had interfered or fought Kaido beforehand, or the supernovas weren't there on the rooftop as well, Like, if it was just Kaido versus Luffy, both 100% fresh, Kaido wins that fight. I agree. Even with Gear 5, I think he wins. Yes, I said Akainu is an exception. I said Akainu is an exception. The only person is Akainu. And I have him above probably even Dragon. And even Mihawk, possibly. Akainu's got some gas behind him, bro. Not to mention, he fucked up Kuma, too. Pretty easily. Which is not an easy feat. So, Akainu's different. He's the exception. I said that already, to be fair. But besides him, nobody else. So, let's just keep the same standards for Mihawk we keep to others. The grace. Just wait and see is all I'm going to say on that front. Anyway, I've been streaming for an hour and a half. I'm going to end here, guys. Thank you so much for stopping by. Like the video before we wrap up here. Follow me on Twitch. Thank you for the super chat and all the stuff. I really appreciate you guys supporting the stream. This was a annoying week where I had to get a new computer, spend a bunch of money I didn't want to spend, to rush and set up all my OBS stuff again and get that ready just so I can have the stream ready. So I appreciate everyone stopping by and helping for a great debate. Great talk. We'll do this again next time. No chapter next week, but I'll catch you guys hopefully in 2 weeks for the next One Piece chapter to see what the hell is going to happen to Luffy. This is a legendary chapter. I want to say that before we end. A legendary 2 chapters, really. Great stuff. 10 out of 10. Oda's in his bag. Emu is goated. Love the design. Love the fighting style. Love the techniques. Love everything about it. Incredible stuff. Take care, guys. Catch you guys on the next one. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful Sunday.